Hello everyone, Wayne here from Think Management. Here on this channel we talk about all things success. So my channel is only about 3 or 4 months old and really hasn't taken off the way I really thought it would. And a lot of times we kind of sit back and we have a moment of reflection and we want to know, what could you do differently? What can you improve upon? Different things like that. So today I want to share with you some questions that have been asked for me in different comment sections and things like that about the journey on YouTube. So let me give you a little bit of background, kind of where I'm at right now. You know, like I said, 3 to 4 months in, 8 subscribers, channel's kind of moving at a snail's pace, but it is moving and it is advancing. And now have roughly 25 to 30 videos up. So that kind of gives you a little bit of perspective about where I'm at about 3 to 4 months in. So as we go through these questions, I really want you, tell me where you're at in your journey. Tell me if you were answering these questions, share what your answers would be in the comment section. I would love to relate with you, and then, feel free, let's converse back and forth on strategies. So maybe, what I'm going through, maybe you've been through, or what you're going through, maybe I can help you with as well. So the first question was, why should you start a YouTube channel in 2020? Well, I can say this. There's many different reasons to start a YouTube channel. Do you want to be informative? Do you want to give people information? Do you have a specialty, a certain niche, a certain area of your life that you might be an expert, or you might be really well versed in something that you want to share with others? Now, from everything that I've gathered, people that share their experiences, people that have a knowledge of what they're trying to share, and it really doesn't come off as dull or very, very just high level. It really comes off relatable, and it really comes off like someone is a subject matter expert. Those channels seem to have much greater success than someone that really doesn't seem like they know what they're talking about. We've been there. I've seen it. There's sometimes I'll watch a video and it might be 2 or 3 minutes long. About 30 seconds in, I can tell I don't want to watch that video anymore. So why, if I was answering the question, why should someone start a YouTube channel? If you have a tendency to teach, if you have a tendency to share a love and a passion that you want to help other people out, then by all means create a YouTube channel. Or, some people create a YouTube channel as a way to make additional money, additional revenue, income streams. Well, that's great and all, but just realize that it takes time. And it's not easy. There's a lot of work that goes in producing good content and really having your channel rise to the top to where someone wants to watch your channel. Remember, you cannot even become monetized on YouTube until you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That is a lot, specifically when you're just starting out. I mean, like I said, my journey, 8 subscribers, long way to go. So just keep those expectations and make sure you're realistic with where you're going and what you're trying to do. Don't think that you're going to become successful overnight, because that is just not realistic, and you will be let down and you will become burnout in a hurry. So next, how hard is it to get started on YouTube? Well, when you start and you begin, one of the things you'll learn is that I started, for example, on my iPhone and just a little portable microphone, and the video quality wasn't good, the audio quality wasn't good, the thumbnail had no idea what I was doing, the introduction video still didn't have a clue what I was doing. And then all of a sudden, I made my first video on my phone, and then I had to figure out how to edit the video. So then you had to learn how to do that. Now, you can clearly see all of a sudden you're deep and you're not even one video in. So then you have to kind of figure out what you want to do. And now there become different strategies you can use when filming a video, and perhaps that'd be a better video I could make later on, to where there are certain tendencies and certain things that I do when recording that make my video editing so much easier. such as, let me just give you a small example. When I'm doing scenes and cut-throughs, I'll stop the recording. So that way maybe my recording video is only 10 minutes long and I'm going to use 2 minutes of it instead of it being 30 minutes long and I'm going to use 6 minutes of it. So that cuts down a lot of the time, you know, behind the scenes, going through editing, things like that. So third question, why did I start YouTube in 2020? Well, I started YouTube because I was really looking to kind of get into the arena to try to see if I could help people. And I started talking to some of my friends and some of my very close friends I talk to almost every day, or at least every few days. And they were all kind of on the verge of them starting a YouTube channel as well. And I made the comment to some of them, I said, well, I'll go ahead and start one and I'll learn how to do this or how to do that, and then I'll teach you how to do it and save you time, and then we can grow together. So now I sit back and 2 of my friends have channels. A third one is in the process of getting his channel started. And I must say that we're all kind of growing together. So it was really something that we were doing as a community, you know, kind of as a band of brothers. But, you know, I wanted to do it because I really wanted to help people, but I really felt that I could grow and, you know, I could get better at presenting, I get better at talking in front of the camera, but also could sharpen my skills on social media and ultimately see, you know, what opportunities might be out there as far as, you know, maybe speaking or things like that. So I have long-term goals in mind, but now when I sit back and I look at it, you know, hey, they're long-term goals for a reason, right? It's going to take a while to get there. And, you know, for anyone that's just thinking about should they start out, you know, I will say this. If your heart's not in it and your mind's not in it and you're not willing to learn and dedicate your time and energy and resources to becoming good at that trade, I will tell you this, it's probably not for you. Now, many people online, you'll see, you know, they'll post a video that says, you know, earned $600 my first month in affiliate marketing, or I started my online course and made $10,000 my second month on YouTube. Let me tell you this, a lot of those sound really good, but may not be really realistic. So sit back and look at things and judge them for yourselves. I'm not going to call anybody out or anything like that, but I will say that you have to make sure that what you're trying to do fits you. Don't try to mold yourself and your channel after someone else. If you do, it won't be real. It really won't be genuine. You won't have the success or the fulfillment that you're looking for when you're just trying to mimic someone else. So find what works for you. And if you are going to start a YouTube channel, you know, find out what you're good at that you're comfortable sharing. You know, for instance, if you have no experience in banking, do you think it would be wise to make banking videos? No, probably not. But if you have experience, let's say in sporting events and umpiring, would it make sense that you made videos on how to umpire? Yes. And so those simple things, you know, simple things that you can sit down and you can go through and you really can learn and decide ultimately, is this something that you really want to do? And you must know what you're talking about, because people see right through you. People can see through the lens, into the TV, into their smartphone, onto their tablet, and say, nah, pass. And I'll tell you the truth, when someone watches your video, you only have a short amount of time to make a good impression that will last, and that they will trust that you know what you're saying, you know what you're doing. And if they don't get that, then chances are they're not going to come back to your channel. So the fourth question, if you were talking with someone starting out, what would you do differently? Whew, now that's a tough one, you know. Starting out for me was one of the toughest things that I've ever done, mainly because I didn't know what I was doing. Now, I will say that some of my weaknesses might be some places other people have strengths in, and I get that. Now, for me, I have had weaknesses in video editing. I had weakness in knowing what type of equipment was needed. I had weaknesses even knowing, what was good audio, what was bad audio, what was good resolution, what was bad resolution. I mean, I did not know. And mainly it's because I had no experience with that in the past. Now, you could ask me about a variety of other topics, and we could talk for a long time on those. But these types of technological questions and things was not my strong point. So I will say that anybody starting out, what I would have done differently is I probably would have done a little bit more research and found people that had 10 subscribers or 50 subscribers or 100 subscribers, and the people that were open about their struggles and things that they've learned, instead of really jumping right into the people that were very successful, because my expectations were a little bit, let's just say, out of touch originally starting out on this, about how fast and how easy I thought it would be, because it's not easy. And don't let anyone tell you that, because some people it comes natural when they're in front of the camera. Some people it's just really not that easy. I mean, a lot of people really have to just overcome the fear of looking into the camera, believe it, and not even speaking. Other people, when they get on camera, they're not very confident and they have trouble maybe speaking correctly, or really, knowing what to look at. Do I look at the camera? Do I look at the screen? Do I look at the camera? Do I look at the mic? And as you can see, people worry about those things, and people become self-conscious about the small things. So there's a lot that really goes into it. And just because you have a camera and lighting and video editing equipment, a computer, smartphone, everything you need, that still does not mean you're going to be successful. You have to have a plan. You have to have realistic expectations. And anybody that says, hey, make 10 videos and you'll have 100 subscribers by the end of the second week, just don't listen to them any further, because it's really going to take time. And someone that's just starting out, I will say, manage your expectations and go from there. So the last question that was asked to me was, what is your best advice for someone starting out? Now, we already talked about managing expectations, so I'll kind of leave that at that. But someone just starting out, I will ask them this simple question. Do you have a support structure around you? Such as, are you making your videos from home? Are you making them from neutral locations, public locations? Are you making them from an office setting? Where are you making your videos? And how much time do you have to put toward this project? Now, I'm not going to call it a hobby, because some people it is a hobby, okay? But the fact is that it's really work. It takes a lot of time and energy and effort to become successful on YouTube. Now, I realize success is different, and we've talked a lot about on this channel about what success for me, what the true definition of success for me is as compared to you, and I get that. However, if you're really wanting to grow your channel and you're really wanting to stand out above the crowd, one of the things that you must do is you must have your support structure in place. Is your spouse or significant other ready to help you? And, do they support you? For instance, do you have family that's willing to maybe watch your children or watch your pets for a few hours, so you can make videos and edit videos and you can really learn and build your craft? Seems so simple, but yet if you don't have that time and you really don't have that support structure, then you either have to do it when you can, which might be late at night, early in the morning, or you might have to kind of adjust your realistic thinking and approach, and maybe that means kind of filming on the go. Maybe that means find what's best suitable for you and your schedule. Now, I know that seems kind of simple, but it's so true. So many people come into YouTube with realistic expectations, and they come in with the right equipment, they come in with the right resources, the right mindset, but yet they really don't put themselves in the best position to be successful. So as I'm sharing that with the support structure, my little boy walks in and we got to pause. You know, those are the types of things that you must be prepared for. And you must understand that it's a very key element of success. You can have everything in place, but if you don't have the proper support structure, you can fall right on your face. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this little Q&A session today. Thank you for the questions. To a few of my friends that have submitted those, you know who you are. Thank you very much. And I look forward to sharing more experiences like this with you in the future. And once again, this is Wayne from Think Management, and I will see you soon.